Yes, mate, welcome to the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Let's do 20 questions around the clock with this man.
And it's another 9 for Gerwyn Price. Does he get another set of golden darts? He may just do, and he's just brought Aberdeen to their feet.
Gezzy, welcome to Around the Clock, 20 questions. Let's go straight for number one, Gez. Straight in the middle, mate. Yeah. It's like he gets pasted.
Don't mess about that.
It's like, wah! It's like he gets pasted. That's right. Dicko Darts has asked, this is obviously a viral trend at the moment, how many Gezzys would it take to bring down a silverback gorilla? I think I know the answer to this one.
Quite a few, like at least 100.
Chin it.
Yeah.
I think if 100 of them, 100 men, 100 Gezzys, I reckon you've got some firepower in the,
I don't know.
in the jab, mate.
Bit of strength there, isn't it?
Because what position were you in rugby? Were you front row?
Yeah, I was hooker when I finished, but I did start off like outside half. I've played in every position, bar prop and second row, I think.
Front rows normally a bit. I'm going to bleep this out. They're houses. So I can imagine you can go for the legs, bring it down, another Gezzy kills it,
Yeah,
I reckon.
Maybe 2.
What lengths has a dart player gone to get inside your head? If it's on a practice board, has anyone like ever texted you to try and sort of like rattle you?
No, I can remember playing in a World Championship semi-final. I'm not sure what year it was, but it was Peter Wright. Even when we left the hotel, he like raced me to the venue in his car, like not speeding, but like took a certain route that he wanted to get there before me. And when I did turn up, he's like, "Well, what took you so long? Going to be the same on the board." And then like, I think he won the first set and try and give it to me, and I was fuming. Like, he really did get in my head.
I know what the answer's going to be to this, and I know you're going to say you've never done it. Last movie you cried over?
Cried. Like, I'm not soft like my missus, because she cries over anything, but I don't think I have, like.
Well, let's change it. Best movie Gerwyn Price has ever seen?
I like an animation one which is called Flushed Away, so like, as weird as it is, like.
You seen my dad?
That's it, yeah. Honestly, I could just watch that out of the blue anytime, like.
I never thought I'd hear Gerwyn Price say Flushed Away. Josh Pearson asks, if you were to steal another pro's walk-on song, whose would it be?
I think it'd probably be Nathan's. Like, I think that's the only one that gets the hype and gets the crowd going. But I don't know, maybe he's getting a little bit boring now as well. But at the beginning, it was quite good.
Do you hate Mr. Brightside?
No, I actually love it.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm actually walking around the house singing Luke Littler's song as well. Like, I'm ready to go. And my missus is like, oh my God, shut up.
Me and you go down the pub. We leave here. What pints are you starting off with, me and you? And I will judge you for this.
I don't know, any cider really.
Cider?
Yeah. What's
What
are you
right,
drinking?
Is it?
Vodka lemonade or something?
No, because
that's my second
pint
drink.
of vodka lemonade. I don't know, kick it off with like a Guinness, you know,
Oh my
wet the whistle a
God,
little bit.
I literally can't stand Guinness.
Do you not drink lager?
I do, but I'd gone off it.
God, you know, it was always one of my dreams to go for a pint with Gezzy Price.
Yeah,
and
but
now
like,
he's just had cider.
yeah, I can enjoy a pint of cider. You can't really enjoy a pint of lager, can you?
I just think it has to be like, you
especially if it's in Germany. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, lager in Germany is a different level. Have you ever accidentally farted on the oche, or as a player you've been up against, done it and left an absolute stinker?
Yeah, someone has done it and done it on purpose. I was like, it was a Sunday pro tour. I can remember it. I was ready to go home. I was tired, and yeah, a player was on the oche. Someone that I'm good friends with.
You're not going to reveal a name?
No.
If we nail down people that you're close with or friends with, that's either.
Yeah, but he's not on the tour anymore. So, but yeah, he was a close friend at the time. We would go out, have a couple of beers, and he's just walking past, giggling, and I'm like, you stink.
I mean,
you probably wouldn't guess. Like.
Well, we'll let the comment section try and guess it. Is it a Welshman?
No, he's an Englishman. He's from down south.
Englishman down south. Well, chat, you get to decide who that's going to be. And I guess I'm not going to push Gezzy on it even more because you don't want to humiliate the person. What is your favourite band of all time?
Honestly, I'm not even into music. I probably wouldn't even be able to name any bands. I literally wouldn't know.
Do you know which band it is that plays the little sort of dun 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 before you come out?
Nope.
You don't know? Before Ice Ice Baby, you don't know what band that is?
No, because in the European Championships, like when we play in Euro tours, they added that on. I didn't pick it, so I don't even know who it is.
It's The Who, Barbara O'Reilly, which is one of the best British rock songs ever.
Well,
right,
I'm into something new.
Let's change band, artist, or anything, because I imagine you're into like sort of. If I like look at you, I'm judging you. I reckon you're into like Calvin Harris or something like that.
No, I'm not. I'm like soft at art, so I'd like the Adele and stuff like that.
Got any bars? Never mind.
No, I can't sing.
If you were told you could win another World Championships, but you have to retire straight afterwards, would you do it?
No. I'm sticking around for the next 10 years. I mean, one World Championship, nah, it's not good enough.
What are you going to do after those 10 years, do you reckon? Just full-time chippy?
No, I would never give up totally, but like the Pro Tours and Europeans, depending on how many it's going to be at that time, because you know it's getting more and more every year. But yeah, I'll stop doing those. I would never give my tour card up. I still do TV events, and you know if they invite me to Premier League and World Series, I'll still do them. But none of the lower events, and just stop the travelling. Like,
we know you're rugby mad. You're from South Wales, Markham. Do you support a football team?
No.
Doesn't do anything for you?
No, nothing. I like, if I watch certain games, you know, the bigger teams, the Man City, the Man United, the Chelsea, if I was watching, sometimes I would probably want Man United to win, but I'm not a big supporter of anyone, really.
So when, say, the Premier League, for instance, because you'll get there on the Wednesday, the night before, and say it's Champions League night, and I mean, all the boys, if it's Asp, Littler, Humphreys, all probably watching the footy, will you just be there watching it with them, or will you take yourself away?
No, I'd probably just be in my room. I wouldn't watch it. Like, I couldn't put myself, I can't, like, I don't know, if it's a big game like a Champions League final or someone needs to win the Premier League, then yeah, I can be into it, but no.
When do you practice and what is your routine?
So like, when the Premier League's on, I don't really practice a lot because I'm on the road, and you know, my game time is my practice time. So when the Premier League's over, well, I took the weekend off and I practice a little bit more now leading up to this week. But yeah, I think it's still quite busy because obviously I'm going away on holidays Friday. I get back, I go straight to Denmark for another World Series, then it's out to New York and the World Cup is coming up. So it's just, yeah, we're constantly playing, so practice time is minimal. Like.
How do you find going to New York for the US Masters compared to
good.
Living in South Wales in Manhattan?
I know, someone from a village where I grew up in a council estate to be playing in Madison Square Garden, yeah, pinch myself sometimes.
Rugby, darts, completed it. Are there any other sports that you want to get stuck into?
I like to play snooker. I'd love to be able to be a bit better at that sport. I'm rubbish at golf, so I wouldn't mind giving that a crack and, you know, getting down the driving range, maybe having a couple of balls and seeing how good I am at that, because I've never really give it a go. I don't know, there's too much walking. Eh?
Yeah, I think some of the boys play as well. I think Humph and Asp
and
Joe Cullen also play as well.
Yeah.
You could make a decent little team out of it, mate, going to La Manga every year with the boys.
Yeah, I have played once or twice, but I just never really got into it. Like.
Do you think there is a place for a darts Ryder Cup? So you've got the UK and Ireland versus the rest of the world.
UK and Ireland definitely going to win, I think, are they?
Well, let's think about it. You've got, obviously, Germany, some unbelievable players. You've got Schindler.
But when you look at the UK and Ireland, the two Lukes, obviously Johnny's playing well again, myself, Rob Cross, Nathan, you know, the likes of Ross Smith and you know, Josh Rock.
So you've got Netherlands as well. I said Germany straight off the bat. We've got Netherlands you've got to think about.
But I still think we would overpower those. Like.
What about even Damon Heta, Australia?
Who? I'm joking.
Big Damo. Shout out to you, Damo.
I'm only joking, man.
What is the most overrated TV show of all time? Something that you gave a season and you couldn't get into it. Everyone else loved it, for instance.
So like Peaky Blinders, I started off watching it and I was like 10 minutes in and it was off. And then loads of people rave about it, but it wasn't for me.
If you were going to the darts as a punter, say Ali Pali at Christmas, what would your fancy dress be? Like
as a wrestler or something, the Ultimate Warrior, where you just going in some Speedos and nothing else. Like.
Were you a big wrestling fan back in the day?
I probably did when like the Ultimate Warrior was about, when I was a bit younger, but not anymore.
You sort of remind me of the Ultimate Warrior. Like,
Yeah.
If you came in with that war paint, like
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan
him
and
coming
people
in the ring and screaming, I can imagine you doing sort of the Gezzy Raw in that one. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen during a rugby initiation? Because there's some...
Oh man, I can't say like there's things that happened in the Cross Keys. I can remember there was a bus journey to like where boys had played their first away game, and yeah, things happen where boys have to get from the front of the bus to the back of the bus and back to the front naked, and you can imagine what's going on there, like, and they have to get it quick. And I can't give the details, but
What is it with rugby lads though? Because I played...
That's the best part. Like, it's a banter. Yeah, people with belts and whipping you and different bits and pieces. But yeah, I can't say too much. I'm
sticking to football and darts. I played rugby in secondary school, but never that bad. I've asked you this a few times, and you've always swerved round it. And someone said in the comment section, I really wish you answered that question. So I'm going to say it again, and you have to give me an answer. When you do the Gezzy Raw, what are you actually saying?
I don't know. It's like loads of different things. It's like, go on, come on.
It's so iconic.
But everybody says the same thing, doesn't it? It's like, I don't know, just whatever comes out. Like.
So it's a mixture between go on and come on.
Yeah.
And then just, yeah, obviously it makes sense. But I was just trying to nail it down to an actual
Yeah, but
word.
like when Michael does, he's like, boo. But you know what, Michael? He only does it when he knows he's in control.
Yeah.
So I think the likes of Michael do it to get at you when they know they're on top, like.
Do you not do that?
No, honestly, I don't.
Say if you're trailing, because we've seen it before, where you've been trailing, and you say...
Yeah, because I'm just trying to... Like, sometimes I'm behind, and I'm like, I got no energy, not energy, but I've got... I just need to get some buzz into me, like, and get the adrenaline going, and that's the only way I can get myself going if I'm too flat, do you know what I mean? But you can see with Michael, he's really quiet if he's a leg or two behind, or if he's one leg in front. If you're playing first to 10 and he gets to 9 and you're on 6, he gives it large because he knows that he got you under the cosh, like.
The 501 chip shop that you own in Markham, I really want to come down there next time, well, probably next Premier League season. What's the weirdest thing that someone's asked to be battered? Just quite normal. Someone
come in and they said, do you do, I think it was called rock in batter or something, so it was like salmon in batter. I've never heard of that.
I thought you meant like rock as
in
like,
do you do
by the seaside?
Yeah, or do you do rock? I'm like, what's rock? And they were like, oh, it's salmon in batter. I was like, I've never ever heard of that.
Did you do it for them?
I didn't have no salmon.
What you should have said, if you supply the salmon.
Yeah.
I actually think that tastes quite nice.
Like someone have actually come in or rung up, I don't know, they came in, I think, and actually bought the fish, but just raw, took it home, didn't want it cooked. So I was like, well, you don't really price that. So, you know, just knock like a pound or two off and just give it them raw. They wanted to take it home. I don't know if they wanted to do an healthy meal, they didn't put the batter on it in the oil. But yeah, only once that ever happened.
That's weird.
Yeah.
How do you combat whistling in darts? And, because obviously we've seen it so much, it seems to be more on sort of like the Euro Tour. And if it ever got too much, would you walk off stage?
Like, it's a hard one because sometimes you'll get the one or two whistlers, and it is annoying, and it's the same for every player, but even when they start doing it and then they don't do it, it's like you're waiting for it. So whatever happens after they started, it can sort of get under your skin, and a lot of players have mentioned this. It shouldn't be happening, like, but I don't know how the PDC or PDC Europe are gonna, you know, get rid of it and sort it out, but it's a bit frustrating, like.
You wouldn't put the ear defenders back on then?
Maybe, but they're banned, aren't they? So I can't.
That was obviously one of the greatest scenes of all time in just darts history coming out. It's so
I
good.
swear to God, right, I was practicing with them on, and you couldn't hear nothing.
No.
My God, the moment I walked on stage with them on, like, you could hear everything. Like, the ears on the back of my neck. I was like, what have I done here? Michael was like, you wouldn't do it. Like, sort of egging me on as well. I was like, I will do it.
I think it's just the misconception of you as well, because obviously we've spent quite a lot of time with each other, and you're such a nice bloke, but then the amount of abuse that people give me, like, oh, Gerwyn Price is this, that, and the other.
But like, I've done the same, and like when I first started playing as well, and there's certain players you think, oh, I'm not really into him, or... And like when I first started playing, I thought like James Wade was like arrogant and like, but he's one of my best mates on tour, like, and he's probably one of the only boys other than Johnny that, you know, you'd invite round for Christmas or Sunday dinner, and like you until you really meet people, you don't really know who they are, like.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
And that's what I would say. What's your favourite style of potato? So that could be mash, new potato.
I like a jacket potato, but like with a nice crispy skin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Air frying it?
Possibly not. Maybe just like, when I cook it, it's like in the microwave, 5 minutes each side, wrap it in a bit of foil, chuck it in the oven for a bit, just to get the skin going.
You could
ram it full of butter.
What's the filling going to be? So you're going to have butter, you're going to have beans and cheese, tuna?
Beans, cheese, and a bit of coleslaw.
Are you a good chef?
I cook most of the time in the house, so if you ask the missus, then yeah, I probably am.
I'm expecting either tops or treble 20.
Nah.
I asked Bobby George this a couple of months ago, and you can imagine the reaction that I got to this question. What's the weirdest body part or thing, inanimate object, that you've had to sign in your darting career?
Oh my God, it's like when you're in exhibitions and stuff, when you're at a table with all the boys, or it could be like the female dart players as well, and like women ask you to sign their breasts. Like, I'm like, all right, this is awkward. And she's like, ah.
And you got the missus and
yeah,
the other side
missus and my kids in there
exhibition.
watching, and they're like, all right, yeah,
Dad?
really, like, yeah, I'm gonna get it tattooed. I'm like, yeah, right. And I'm like, yeah.
Gezzy Price, thank you so much for going around the clock with us. Appreciate it.